How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about everything Marvel and all things relating to the MCU. Today we're going to be talking about Spider-Man 3 and about how Black Panther just might be in the movie and play a pretty significant role. Now, Spider-Man and Black Panther aren't usually two people you would group together, but a villain just may unite the two of them, and there also could be the start and the formation of the Young Avengers. So we'll break down everything that could happen in this video. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on everything relating to the MCU, and so you can enter this week's giveaway for a chance to win a Spider-Man Far From Home Funko Pop. Just subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment down below. So, right now, although the villain has not been confirmed for Spider-Man 3, it's widely believed to be Kraven the Hunter. Spider-Man is going to be wanted as a murderer, and he's going to be on the run. And Kraven has been rumored, and he seems like the most logical choice to hunt him down. But there's been a rumor going around that everybody seems to believe is actually going to happen in the movie, which is that Kraven the Hunter is going to be from Wakanda. Now, there are many different reasons that Spider-Man 3 could tie into Wakanda and Black Panther, which we'll talk about in just a bit, but Kraven the Hunter being from Wakanda is a big one. We know that Peter is going to need some help in Spider-Man 3. He's going to need some type of a mentor. And if the villain, the person who is chasing him and possibly after his life, is from Wakanda, it would make perfect sense for Peter to go to T'Challa. Because if somebody like Kraven the Hunter is from Wakanda, Black Panther will definitely know him. And that leads us to three main reasons of how Wakanda should be connected to Spider-Man 3, as pointed out by Reddit user Marvel Drotch. The first one is that if Kraven the Hunter is going to be from Wakanda, he could get his powers from stealing one of the heart-shaped herbs. This would give him pretty similar powers to Black Panther and, coincidentally, Spider-Man. He would have superhuman strength, agility, speed, he'd be able to jump from great distances, he'd basically be just like Black Panther. And if he's from Wakanda, he could possibly have some Wakandan technology as well. This combined with Kraven the Hunter's tracking abilities would make him a very formidable foe, and again would make him one that Peter would most likely need help defeating, which would bring in Black Panther. The second reason is that if Kraven the Hunter is from Wakanda, and if he does get his powers from the heart-shaped herb, a battle between him and Black Panther would actually make a lot of sense, as they probably have some sort of a history together and would make Black Panther's appearance in Spider-Man 3 very logical. The third reason, which is a very interesting thing to think about, is that probably at some point in time, either in the beginning or the middle of the movie, Peter is going to need a new Spidey suit. Now, in Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, he had the help of Tony Stark, and he had suits that had Stark technology. But it is kind of safe to assume that since he has to run away from home, and run away from New York and Stark Industries, it may be safe to assume that he won't have access to any of Stark's technology. Not to mention, Wakanda could be a very great place to hide for Peter. After all, the true nature of their city was unknown to the population for many years, since they have the ability to cloak their entire city. So it would be a great place for Peter to hide, but they also have the technology to make him an awesome new suit. In fact, it could be more advanced than any Spider-Man suit that we've ever seen before. But Spider-Man going to Wakanda would put him awfully close to Kraven the Hunter. But as you can see story-wise, it actually makes perfect sense of how Spider-Man could include Black Panther, Kraven the Hunter, and Wakanda. But there is another aspect that could lead to the formation of the Young Avengers, and that is a friendship between Peter Parker and Shuri. Based off of everything that we've heard, Spider-Man is going to go on to lead the Young Avengers. But it's safe to assume that he's not going to be entirely alone on this journey. And that's where Shuri would come in. She could definitely supply the Young Avengers with any tech that they may need and any support that they may need as well. And not to mention, as we learned in Black Panther, she's been dying to get out of Wakanda and experience somewhat of the normal world, and this would give her the perfect opportunity. So just like Shuri is the tech person for Black Panther and Wakanda, she could go on to become the tech person for the Young Avengers. So as you can see, there are many different ways that Wakanda and Black Panther could be in Spider-Man 3. It makes sense story-wise, but it also makes sense as far as the future of the MCU goes with the Young Avengers. But let me know what you think about this. Is this something that you would like to see in Spider-Man 3? Black Panther, Wakanda, and Kraven the Hunter being from Wakanda. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on everything relating to the MCU. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter for live updates, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.